Hold on a minute. Where's the noise get? Oh my god, it's so loud. It's so loud. Why is it so loud? Sound settings. Why is it so loud? I don't know. Hang on. Is there an advanced there? No, not that one. Using my brain. I don't know why it's so loud. Hang on. Just a sec. Hang on. Okay. That should be a bit better. Oh my god. I have no idea. Sorry, my microphone suddenly decided it was going to go from 60 volume to 97. And it should be about there, I think. Is it a bit louder? I think like that? No, I think is that okay? Is that all right, chat? Is that okay? Sorry, like shut up to 97%. Oh, Windows, you know. How are we all doing, chat? Are we doing well? Oh dear, hopefully we are doing better, or yeah, doing well there. Oh man, apologies. I know it says that I'm not meant to be streaming last night or today. I'm only streaming for this morning. Essentially what's happened is that Jaina is currently in the process of switching university courses, and her taste today for the course that she wants to go to is today, and it's in Birmingham. So, because I was shitting my guts out over Valentine's Day, what we're doing instead is we're going to go for our Valentine's Day meal after she's finished in Birmingham, and obviously there's more places to eat in Birmingham than there is in Stoke. I have no idea where we're going to go. I don't think it'll be anywhere fancy. It's probably going to be like Wagamama's or something. But yeah. What's your major? I don't have a major. Fucking, I've never been near a university. Jesus Christ! Yeah, I left school after college or high school or whatever you call it. Yeah, I went straight into work. Yeah, major malfunction basically. Red Arrow's got it. Sushi. We could go for sushi as well, Citrus. But yeah, we'll see where the mood takes us. So yeah, that's the reason I'm streaming today. My normal sort of 2-day hiatus, therefore, will be this evening and tomorrow. Tomorrow and then Friday morning, I think, as well. So there's going to be a gap of like 4 streams or something like that. I won't be back until Friday afternoon, and even then, well, I say unfortunately, it's my little brother's actually coming back from university because it's his birthday on the 20th. So yeah. No more streams. I know, Melkor. I apologise. Yeah, so it's all over the place, unfortunately. But you're getting some extra streams, obviously, yesterday and today. Apologies about only doing an hour and a half yesterday. Like, believe me when I say Tuesday, yesterday, it was so busy. It was so busy at work. Like, I came back and I had one of those days where it was just like, oh, you want to play games and you want to do stuff, but you can feel your life slipping away while you're in the chair, and you're looking at your bed and you're like, ooh, you know, like kind. So I apologise about only doing an hour and a half, but I did not have the mental facilities to do any more last night. So here we are this morning. Hopefully we'll get underway here in decent speed. I'm just going to open the blinds, let some light in. Ooh. That's sort of better. Yeah. A big thank you to this B88. Thank you very, very much there. I've just got to reset the bloody mini feed because it's useless. There we go. This B88. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub there. Welcome, welcome. And let's load into the game. Now, for anybody who hasn't watched the VOD from last night, our submarine with Mr. Melkor at the helm has been sunk in a big way. We are down at the bottom of Davy Jones' locker, so we need to obviously get a new crew assembled. I don't know whether we'll go for the same time period. We might, but more than likely we're going to go around the mid-tier. It looks like the latest patch has made some significant improvements to the AI of the destroyers. They really use their sonar now, which is phenomenal news. There was a problem with the T1 torpedoes last night in that they were travelling really slowly. it looks like you can set the speed of the steam-driven T1 torpedoes, but the electrics are like sort of preset. So we'll have to see what's going on with that, because running it at the lowest speed seems to be a bit of a problem. So I've got loads of saves. We need to like delete all of these, just to save, you know, what we're doing and everything, because we've got all of these different saves here. Just keep going. All of these different hotfixes. Thank you very much there to Agarob. Whale killing sim ahoy, that it is. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of all of these saves. And then we're going to go in with a fresh one. We've obviously got to choose a skipper and then a period of time that we are going to be, playing in. Let's go with new game. Let's go with, so we've got a couple of choices here. U96, U552. These are various submarines that are in a very early war. Not too bad, to be honest. I don't know, but the torpedo depth seems not to be working properly. Yes, torpedo depth seems to... Oh, overlay. I beg your pardon, chat. Thank you. Someone's awake. Yeah, the depth of the torpedoes. Come on, game. Look, it's right there. We go. Right. So definitely the depth of the torpedoes seems to be a little bit out of whack for some reason. So I'm not going to bother adjusting depth, just speed. It looks like their new torpedo calculation system doesn't seem to be working very well, but you know, early access and all of the joys that go with it. Cube Thonk, that's it. So yeah, we've got a few different choices of submarine, to be honest. I mean, we could take anything out, really. We could take out this one. U764 joins the Battle of the Atlantic. Half a year after a year of training, after half a year of training on the Baltic from Danzig. U764 arrives on the French ports at the Atlantic coast. On their way, they managed to shoot down an Allied bomber, and their skipper claims, despite many errors, crew is toughened to face the harsh situation on the Atlantic, which is cool. So that's 1943. Choose the most shitty one. Well, we did last time, Melkor, which was this one, which was very hard out of Bergen, but I am not a big fan of Bergen. We could take this one out, which is very late war, but it's out of La Rochelle, which I would personally prefer, to be honest. It's going to give us all of the, all of the fun of having to try and engage very, very, large and competent enemy fleets, but it's also going to, give us a bit of a chat. I think this one. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed. You have the early morning shift tomorrow. No worries there, What Dog. I hope to see you again soon. So yeah, we could roll with this one. What does this one sound like? Should we go with U984? The thing that I like about La Rochelle is that, like, you can get out of, like, the fjords very quickly and into the open water and fast travel fast. U-boat, again, I'm spoiling you. Yeah, it was only like a short stream yesterday, so I'm kind of making a point of doing a slightly longer one today. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you very much there to Reaper6776 for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Thank you very much. Right, let's go with this one then. Let's go with U984 next. We could go with metric, knots, kilometers and knots, nautical miles. Let's go with nautical miles and knots. Let's go full nautical. Why the hell not, eh? Why the hell not? Gameplay mode recommended. First person is not recommended. Fair enough. Darker Nights we're going to leave as it is. We've also got all of these now. Collision damage, hardcore aiming, and hide detection hint. Have no idea what either of those means, so I am, without really any kind of comprehensive explanation of what they do, I'm going to leave them enabled, just in case they are quite important. Yeah. Aaron, 480, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's rock and roll. Loading in here. I need to get a skipper. I need to get a captain. Can I get a volunteer in chat if that is possible? Let's see what shirt we can get you there. You got various different things. Oh, look at that fucking sweater. Beautiful. Right then. Oh, gorgeous. Right. We're going to go with that. We're going to get rid of the binoculars. That is going to be our skipper. Excellent. In fact, we could get, rather than grey, let's go for the brown one. Yeah, the brown, or the black jacket, as it says there. Lovely. Let's take as the skipper then. So this, it doesn't say who the name is necessarily, so we're going to roll with this. Let's go next. Klaus Graf is going to instead be, he does look very confused. Let's take as our captain, let's take Let's take Citrus. Citrus is going to be the captain of this ship. Welcome on board, sir. Citrus, you are the skipper. We're going to wait for the game to get loaded here. We'll turn the music back on, and then we'll be good to go. Would be great in co-op. It would be. Well, there is a co-op submarine game called Wolfpack, but unfortunately I'm not a big fan of it because you have to do all the manual calculations and stuff, and whilst the skipper gets to see everything, like people who are running the secondary positions are literally just staring at the wall of the submarine for the whole thing. I think there needs to be more to do on the submarine, to be honest, but we'll see. I would like to be a navigator or a helmsman. We'll see what we can do, Army Pilot. So yeah, we're going to go load into the game here. There will be music. I turned the music off during our encounter with the destroyer last night because it didn't really fit the theme. It was all very actiony music while we were just trying to hide from enemy depth charges. Enemy depth charges at this point are really bloody strong, so we need to be very careful. Okay, we've got an absolute clown car crew here, which is fantastic. Let's turn the music back on just briefly, if there is any music. That there is. Right then. So, in terms of our crew, what we need to do is quickly get people assigned. So let's go to recruitment, choose which crew are coming with us. Let's unselect let's unselect everyone. Choose the crew for the next assignment. Let's unselect everyone. Let's just make sure we've got maximum crew on board as well. And then let's get our 2IC, radio operator, and then these two selected, which I believe are the right way around. Nope, I've just got to select those rear two again. So, dun dun, and then dun dun. Okay, I did the exact same thing. Bohm needs to be last. Ooh. The Bohm needs to be last. I did do that, didn't I? Okay, maybe if I quit and then open it and then this and this. There we go, now he's in the right place. Okay then, so we need some secondary volunteers in chat here. I need some people to volunteer to come forward and help run our submarine here. So let's see then. Let's get you the officer's cap here. One of the NCO officer's cap, lovely. Yeah, can I get a volunteer please? Who is going to come with us on this particular journey? I need someone to come in. Let's take Mr. Let's see here. So yeah, take Citrus again. Let's take Screwed. Yeah, we'll just call you Screwed for short. Screwed. Let's take Screwed in. You're going to be our 2IC. So Citrus and Screwed running the boat. Kran's here. This one's going to be Army Pilot. Let's take Army Pilot in on this guy. Army Pilot. There we go. Army Pilot, welcome on board. So you look fantastic. The only thing is I don't like the bloody caps and beanies and everything like that. Oh my god, you look like a fucking northern coal mine worker. Welcome on board, sir. You're going to be our radio operator, Mr. Army Pilot. Welcome, welcome there. Barsh is going to be our engine operator here. Now, engine operators really don't require such a heavy-duty jacket while they're sort of working, so that's all right. Just get you like a fucking just greaser's fucking shirt. There we go. That'll do. Let's get rid of your fucking eye patch. Stupid. Right then, and then let's get you an officer's cap as you are the chief engineer. Lovely stuff. Welcome on board, sir. Let's get you loaded in. Who are you going to be as our chief engineer here? Let's go with Misfit Actual. Misfit, welcome on board, sir. You are going to be our chief engineer, and our primary mechanic is going to be... Get that stupid pipe out of your mouth. I've got to change that hairstyle as well. It looks ridiculous. Right, okay. Pipe. Let's get that out of there. None. And then hair. Go with something like... That's very smart looking. We'll go with that. And then Mr. Volta Bohm. Oh, I don't know. That's almost definitely saying that wrong. Let's have a look for... Let's go with... You're right, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Let's go with... Ooh. Let's see here. In blind patches, that's it. Let's go with Dave TDA. Dave, welcome on board, mate. This is your punishment for shooting me the other day. So, Dave is on board. Welcome on board. So, this is our crew. We've got Citrus, the captain, Screwed, the 2IC, Army Pilot, the radio operator, Misfit, the chief engineer, Dave, the mechanic. Fantastic. So, right, in terms of torpedo stores, Dave, let's see what we're working with here. So, we've got loads of T1 torpedoes and a handful of T2s. Let's start loading up T1s. We'll get fellow me lad Misfit out of the engine room here and to come and load up some T1s as well. If you can come forward, please, crew. That would be fantastic. Screwed, I need you probably playing cards, if that's alright. Get the discipline up. You two, Army Pilot, if you can play cards at the other table, that would be fantastic. Really boost up discipline, which is great. Captain, I don't need you doing much for the moment. Just come off duty. Right then. Citrus says, oh my god, I want the pipe. Fine, you can have the pipe. Lovely, you have the pipe. There you go. Right. Let's have a look here. So, these guys are going to be all loading this up. They need to sort the pathing out in the torpedo room. They're not really meant to have two people loading. That can be like... That is Misfit, so I can't get him to move. Oh, there we go. People should all stir around now. Thank you very much there to Jarkon. Look, a resub. Thank you very much there. Or Jarchan even, or Jarkon, I don't know. Could be anything. Could be anything. Right then, so with everybody all resting on board here, we're just waiting for these guys to fucking figure out what the fuck they're doing. Mr. Felix Schmidt. Hopefully that will get loaded in the not too distant future. Citrus, come forward to the storehouse for me. Show me what we've got on in terms of storage. So we've got plenty of food. Let's load up on fuel. Like I say, it's very late war, which is a bit of an issue for us, but it's not the end of the world. We really don't have any budget to speak of. We are poor motherfuckers. I'm really going to have to save all of that for torpedoes. Like, I can't take it. I can't, yeah. Like, literally, I'm going to have to save all of that for torpedoes. Stern torpedo room. That's got to do there. Misfit, come down to the stern torpedo room. Release one extra person. We need you to load up the stern tube. Let's see what's going on there. Dave, keep loading up the front one here. We having a gay party? I think you might be, Dave. I think you might be. Yeah, so Dave currently here getting the torpedoes all greased up and ready to go into the torpedo tubes. Misfit doing the same thing but in the rear torpedo compartment down here. He's going to be getting it all greased up and ready to go in, which will be fantastic. Once these are all loaded, we'll be able to take in the rest of our stores here, but it looks like in terms of like what we have, we are pretty bang in trouble. We do have a snorkel loaded on this U-boat, which is fantastic, but we're on a stock conning tower and pretty much stock everything else, I imagine. Let's quickly get Dave over here. Can you load in our last... Let's load in one T2 into Tube 4. Let's load a T2 in there, just to take one T2 with us. And then that should be good to go. There we go. Misfit, release that extra guy for us. Skipper, show me what you've got. Let's have a look here. So in terms of torpedoes then, we have a handful of these electric torpedoes, but I mostly want the T1s. But we'll sort that out as and when we can, and then we'll see what kind of money we're left with afterwards. In terms of upgrades that we've got on board, I imagine we don't have the toilet. No, we don't. We do, however, probably have... we have the worst hydrophone. And we have the worst everything. We're literally, it's just the fucking... Oh my god. Thank you very much there to Bandit of Deception for the tier 1 sub there. Okay, well we do have at least the snorkel. And we have... Do we have this? No, we don't have tier 1 accumulator. So we've just got a snorkel. Oh, this is going to be shit. We've barely got any upgrades. I'm hoping we can make a lot of money out here, sort of in the Bay of Biscay and Celtic Sea. That's really going to be priority. We're probably going to run into a lot of short Sunderlands though, so we have to be very careful. Right, Dave, with all the torpedoes that we can loaded, go and get some sleep there. Misfit, come off duty for us, get some sleep as well. Discipline is getting very high because of the card playing. Citrus, get on board. Find out in terms of budgets how many torpedoes we can load on board, because that really means more money for us. The deck gun, we're just going to have to leave really starved of ammunition, or fill up what we can when we can. But for the moment, we've just got to take out what we can get. So we've got 3 T2s. Let's see if we can just take the rest as T1s here, as they are slightly cheaper. These are old steam-driven torpedoes, but they are reasonably reliable. That leaves us with 1900 budget. Okay, in terms of ammunition for the primary deck gun then, let's get another 15 rounds of ammunition if we can. Transfer. That brings us up to 30. That's not too bad. That leaves us with 1000... let's try and... we could get another 10 rounds. We could get another 10 rounds, although it's going to be very late war, so we're in the risk of... We'll make do with what we have. Right, we probably want some more coffee on board. This is quite expensive. 600, we'll grab that. Let's do that. We always need more coffee on board. We're not going to be able to grab a Bell diving suit. In terms of supplies, I think I've got an okay amount of food, but I don't know for sure. Have we got fish and potatoes just in the galley at the moment, Dave? Show us what we're doing. Yeah, we've got fish and potatoes, so let's make sure we've got enough fish and potatoes for the galley. Let's make sure we grab all of them. So let's grab the fish, the potatoes, then let's make sure we're grabbing the rest of these commodities. So we grab the bread and the pork. And then we can fill up on something else. What else could we get? What's quite cheap? Vegetables are very cheap. Exotic fruits are quite expensive. Potatoes are dirt cheap. Bread is dirt cheap. I think we could really go for like vegetables or anything else. Tinned fish is expensive. I think we should go vegetables. Let's make sure we're getting some veg on board. And then let us wait the prerequisite 2 days of loading time in order to get our torpedoes aboard. And then we'll go from there. Excellent stuff. Discipline should now be at max, which it is, so you guys can go off duty for us, please. Thank you very much. Right then, let's load up the galley here. Dave, if you can come back for me and make sure that the storeroom is fully laden. So let's get you in here, and then let's get the rest of our fish just in there. Okay, well, when we use some fish, we can put one more in there, which is fine. So that's fully stocked for the moment. Let's not do anything with that. Thank you very much there to Eric, straight to 24. Thank you very much, sir, for the 22 months of support. Show me what you've got here. So in terms of food, we could take more bread on board. We can take a little bit more fish. I want to leave one of these slots open. Take some of this, and then take some of this preserved pork as much as we can. And then that leaves us pretty much bottomed out on the budget with only 26 left. So we're going to wait for that to restock, and then we'll go from there. Lawson gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. Congratulations to Adam H70 there. 11 more hours in port. Let's make sure everybody's well rested. Get everybody off duty, and then we will set sail with the Admiralty. Right, Citrus, come talk to the leading officer and select some orders. Right then, we've got several missions. We've got Patrol, Sector DH down here. Oh my god, this is quite unusual. DH down here, off of North Africa. Interesting. Make a good impression to ensure his safety. That is quite good, actually. Jesus, that's really good. Your order will be to travel to Sector DH on the North Atlantic and travel 1,070 nautical miles inside it to complete the patrol. You may receive additional orders after getting to the area. Sink trade ships with 4,000 tons, and we've got a war correspondent on board that will give us a shitload of reputation. Not much budget, though. The espionage of Cardiff docks will give us an extra mechanic, which we can use for research. But we don't have great accumulators, and it's very late war to be sneaking into the harbour. We could do it, but it's dangerous. Going to give us a lot of money, though. And then lastly, this one here. Your order will be to travel to Sector CG on the North Atlantic and travel 1,340 nautical miles inside to complete the patrol. That would be good, and it would give us a lot of reputation, but we need the officer. So I think we're going to have to go for espionage, which is a big problem. We really have to go for this. The only problem is that, like, there's a very high chance of us getting sunk, basically, which is a big issue. Don't get a hard mission yet with 0 upgrades, you're going to die right away. In fact, I think, yeah, you make a fair point. Let's leave it there. Let's not do that one. Let's go for this one or something. Increased activity. We've got to travel 1,340 nautical miles inside. That will give us a lot of money if we sink over 10,000 tons of merchant shipping. And it will also give us 100 reputation. So this, if we can do this, this will be a big payday. But let's go to Sector CG. Select. Very nice. Okay then, so with everything all loaded up and ready on board, let us plan our route out of La Rochelle Harbour. So we come up against the end of the jetty here, and then we can come sort of down this way like that if the water's deep enough, which it certainly appears to be. Won't take us long to get there, which is fantastic. Right then, with the skipper on board, let us cast off then. Let's throw in a save here. New for game save. Let's save it as La Rochelle. Let's call it save 1. La Rochelle save 1. Let's do it. And let's rock and roll. Ahead 2/3. And we're away. Right then, so yeah, we have the snorkel, which we're going to be utilising. We're going to be running submerged for a good portion of this, but Again, how much shipping and how much money we can get means more upgrades that we can get on board. The more upgrades, the better. Sadly, we don't have things like the radar-coated snorkel or anything unlocked, but what can you do? Difficulty 3 out of 3. What could go wrong? It's true. Well, the difficulty just means that we're going to be out there for a long time, and the chances of it... Well, you know, the more time we're out of harbour, the more potential there is for us to be sunk. There's also the more potential for us to do more sinking, but, you know, to each their own. So let us speed up time here as we leave the harbour here. Quite a lot of U-boats stationed in. We got, what, there was one here, one here, one here. 4 U-boats. Jesus. La Rochelle is certainly the way to go. Q, I'm going to do what gamers call a pro gamer move. That's it. Have I ever been sailing? I can't say I have. No, Army pilot. Never, can't say. Short of like a, you know, one of those swan boats with the pedals. I've never been out on, like, definitely not on the open ocean. Nothing like that. I've only been abroad like twice, and one of them was to Ireland. Like, I really don't travel that often. There we go. Unknown group detected. Not our issue. Once the water gets a little bit deeper, we can travel out here, and then we should be good to go. Let's see here. Water is now at a... See, look, it gets quite shallow here, so you wouldn't want to be dived for too long. There we go. Just got to get... See, look how quick that was out of the harbour. Just got to get past the coastline, and then we're good to go. I do love La Rochelle. Lovely. Right then, so now that we're out on the open ocean, let's get Dive to prep us for snorkel running here. Skipper, come down off the UZO, come and run this here. Let's get Misfit on the engines. Should have maybe done that earlier, but it's not the end of the world. Citrus, come and raise the snorkel for me, please, as we begin our dive down to periscope depth. Excellent stuff. Citrus, come and get some sleep for me. Scrooge, you will be on the navigation station for the short time that we're up, and then we'll go from there. Lovely. PD. Mr. Dave is running the valves here. Come and get some rest for me, please, Dave. Not much for you to be doing at the moment. Army pilot, jump on the radio room for us. Just see if we've got any transmissions from headquarters. Don't know whether we'll have anything yet. We will see. Oh, incoming transmission. Or an unknown transmission. Let's get that decoded. Get you some hands there, or extra hands. Daniel Lawrence is going to come on board and help you try and decrypt the wireless. Down we go. Periscope depth. Good job, lads. Right then. Unknown transmission. Let's run at 6 meters depth. Just to try and keep the snorkel above the water. Excellent. Good morning, Alex. Good to see you, mate. There we go, yeah. Keep that transmission decoding there. Let's take one person in with Misfit. Try and reduce the amount of fuel that we're taking on board there. Head 2/3 should be nice and comfortable. Lovely. Sea state is making us rock quite a bit. Dave, I'll give them a hand on the depth steers for now. In fact, it's not. In fact, actually, keep yourself rested. It's not that important. There we go. Screwed. That doesn't look like navigation, my friend, but you know, who am I to judge? Yeah, 9 o'clock in the evening. And what you can do for me, Screwed, is just come over and switch us to red light running. New contact. Let's have a look here. Patrol mission C1. We were attacked. Oh, God, look at this. We were attacked by aircraft and sustained damage. We are out of replacement parts and are asking for help. 39 north, 10 west. A stricken ship. Just off the coast of Portugal. Okay, then. Let's come and get them a hand. They are in trouble, so let's run us to a head full. Get 2 people to the engine room. We've got to get there in good time. So we've got a new mission. We need to get them some replacement parts. No, I don't want to go straight there. I want to go like... Game! I want to go like here. And then like... Game. Look, you're being a stickler. They're getting tired of ringing the bell. Here we go. So we're going at a head full. Only making 12 knots, but we've got to stay submerged for the sake of hostile aircraft detecting us and our own detection. Now, we don't need you on the radio station anymore. Quite a lot of drag on the engines, to be fair. So 7,000 nautical miles of fuel. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, the drag from the water is making it difficult. Maybe we should stay surface just to make good time. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk staying surfaced just to make good time for them, because they are in trouble. Run the boat up to the surface. Dave, that's on you, my friend. Nice one. Is it too late for me to say that I get easily seasick? Yeah, probably. Shouldn't have become a captain in the Kriegsmarine. Yeah, we're going to have to run on the surface to try and make good time.
Kapitän.
Screwed. Drop the snorkel. And then come and switch us back to daylight running. Low air reserves. Dave, down to the stern for me. Run the diesel compressor. Buoyancy is up. Nice one. God, we surfaced very quickly there. And now that we're running on the surface, we're now making 15 knots. Lovely. That's a good top. That's a good speed. What we're going to need to do is make sure that we have people up on the UZO stations and stuff. So let's get you there, Screwed. Let's get you up on the UZO. Make sure that there's nothing around us. We don't want to take too many people up there. Let's go with one extra person helping you on deck, Mr. Alvin Keller. Let's make sure people are, you know, aware of what's going on around us. We've got to make good time to rescue those guys. Hopefully we don't get too much shit. We've been at sea for 18 hours. We're moving at a head full 17 knots. They are well stuck, I think, out in the shallows. 71 meters of water. Hopefully they'll be okay. Right then. Here we go. We are now about to reach our patrol marker. Excellent stuff. Get right to them if we can. Again, our priority is going to be making sure that we get the supplies to them in reasonable time. Again, hostile radar is going to make us quite vulnerable here, but not much we can do about it. We've just got to make sure that things are not getting too badly spotted. Citrus, just quickly come over onto the navigation station, please. Make sure we don't lose our position. Moving at a head full. It's night time at the moment, so we shouldn't get too much shit. It'll be very early morning by the time we make our intercept. Here we go. Tiny U-boat. Here we are. Target is too far. We've got eyes on a Type 7C on board. Now, this could be a ruse. This is definitely not one that I've seen before. Right then, U-boat spotted. Army pilot, let's radio in that we've made contact using the Enigma machine. Dave, come and get some sleep for us, please. Captain, you've done alright. Go and get some rest. Sleep. In fact, actually, Screwed, you go and get some sleep. We'll get the skipper up on top deck, take one person up on the UZO. U-boat spotted. Let's go and make contact. Now, we don't have many replacement parts, so Dave, come down here for me. Let's see, there isn't enough scrap metal in storage. Did we already convert it, did we? Storeroom. Yes, we did. We've already converted it, which is great. The galley could do with that little bit more fish now, which is great. Let's freeze up an extra slot. Let's see what we can get here. So we've just got to continue on our intercept course to these people here. They're lucky they haven't been dive bombed, to be honest. They're really lucky they haven't been dive bombed. Interesting. Oh, are the frames going? Back to normal? Oh no. Frames. Sorry, chat, are the frames going a bit weird? Oh, FPS going like last night. Oh god, yeah, look at that. Strange. I don't have anything open. That would be interesting. I apologise, chat. I'll try and keep an eye on that if I can. Let me just put this, like, I don't know, over here, just so I can keep an eye on it. Report playback issue. Frames are running on battery power. They are a little bit, aren't they? Let's take a look at the stream health if I can. I've dropped... Oh, I am. I'm shitting frames. No, I'm not shitting frames. I've dropped 3% of frames so far. Well, hopefully that stays up and about then. Sorry, chat. I don't know what was causing that. We'll put this over here just so I can keep an eye on it. Okay, back to the game. Hopefully that stays okay. Hopefully it's not something to do with like NVEC, because I'm obviously using NVNC or whatever it is, the different encoder. A lot of people's streams have been like this though. Oh really, Lawson? Yeah, look at that. I'm dropping more frames. It's like a connection problem. The stream is shitting itself. Still lagging. It's like my connection's just not able to... There's literally no one else in the house, so... It's not like someone's stealing my bandwidth. Is it just Twitch being retarded? Hopefully not. Just seem a bit funny. Sound there, the sound is good. It fluctuates. It's weird, yeah. I'm seeing like there's even now I've got like a noticeable dip in my connection speed. It's very unusual that. Yeah, it's just hemorrhaging. It can't do more than 4,000 kbs. Might just be daily frame drops that some people get. I've been having this issue when I stream, dropping loads of frames, and then it will drop the stream altogether, and then it restarts 5 for 30 minutes, and then starts again. It seems weird. I don't have... It's really weird, because it's all over the place. Let me just... Sorry. Let me just run a speed test. Sorry, a quick pause on the stream. Bandwidth test. No, not bandwidth test. What's it called? Speed test, that's it. Run a speed test. So my speed test to Google, the Google speed test is doing okay. It's Brexit, I tell you, that's it. Yeah, according to Mr. Google here, according to Mr. Google, I'm okay. Restart stream? I could do. I'm not sure what that would do, though. It is still really choppy. Okay, well, let's throw out a save here. New game save. I might restart my machine, see if that's anything to do with it. My uploads are sat at 10. Yep, yeah, that's it. Mine aren't dropping either. Stop your adult downloads. I don't have any adult downloads going. Yeah, it's just hemorrhaging frames. I don't know why. Let's close the game out, and I will just restart the stream and see whether or not that fixes it. Hopefully it does. So I'll catch you all in the not too distant future. Back in a mo.